The Pocono Mountains in the summer are a playground for the well-heeled mafioso from Brooklyn. One would think that the name Pocono would conjure up images of golf courses, nature, wild game hunting, fine dining, stock car racing, and the occasional indigenous person. With all that the Pocono area has to offer, you would think that it could never be overshadowed by a few humble ghosts. The ghosts of Pocono Manor. The inn at Pocono Manor has been in existence for over a century, and the surrounding area has a history going back millennia if you include the neighboring Algonquin tribes. TV station WTFO has recently hired a team of psychics and historians to help unravel the truth about the mysterious ghosts of Pocono Manor. After conducting exhaustive interviews with eyewitnesses and digging through 150 years of old newspaper accounts, we at WTFO are able to say we have identified the ghosts of at least 4 individuals, including a general from the Revolutionary War, an Army pilot from World War II, a housewife from Hoboken, and we think a long-dead porn star from the 70s. There remain dozens of other spirits whose identities may never be known. The oldest ghost we have identified is that of General Ludwig von Neustreet. Von Neustreet was a Hessian general who fought as a mercenary on the side of the British. Von Neustreet was captured at the Battle of Trenton, New Jersey, and later held as a POW in a stockade, which was located near the location of the present-day Pocono Manor. Von Neustreet retired to the Pocono Manor area after the war, living here until his death of suspicious causes in 1805. The ghost of General von Neustreet can often be seen on the roads around the hotel. Near the early 20th century, the Pocono Manor became a haven for the idle rich, who did what the idle rich do, played cricket and drank heavily. This behavior continued through the 20s and into the Great Depression, when it became a favorite weekend getaway of mafioso families from Brooklyn, which continues to this day. As with many such resorts, the Pocono Manor was drafted into service during the Second World War as a recreation facility for officers and, oddly enough, a garrison for sailors who were training for duty as deck gunners on merchant marine ships. One person who was billeted to the Pocono Manor during a part of the war was Army Air Corps Captain George von Neustreet, who was, oddly enough, a descendant of Ludwig von Neustreet. Captain Neustreet eventually dropped the von from his name, as it may have sounded a bit too German for the time. Captain Neustreet was said to be a master swordsman, a skill he tested with the ladies of Pocono Manor with regularity, along with a vast capacity for beer. He, unfortunately, was shot down over Berlin during a mission late in the war. Though he may have stopped using the von in his name, the Army, citing regulations, refused to alter his identification card. When captured by a German officer after parachuting to Earth, he was promptly shot by the Gestapo on the basis that the Gestapo couldn't comprehend how a person with von in his name could be anything but a German, and thus a traitor in Neustreet's case. As with the ghost of his great-great-great-grandfather, George's ghost is said to smell faintly of beer. His ghost is also the most active of them all and likes to haunt female hotel guests in particular, but he can often be seen in the fireplace and hallways of the hotel. In a historic first, WTFO has gotten an exclusive interview with an actual ghost without having to use a spirit medium as a go-between.
Thank you for taking the time from your busy night to talk with us. I must say, you certainly gave us a good scare. Yes, and you do it well. Based on the hat you are wearing, we must guess that you are the ghost of George Neustreet. We couldn't help but notice the odd coincidence that you are the second ghost in the von Neustreet line to reside here. 3, and the third must be Lucy Neustreet. Is she the one who flies? Well, we had read that she was some mobster's mistress, and some other mobster's wife caught her messing around with her man, and that's how she really learned to fly. You don't suppose she'll talk to us? How about Grandpa Ludwig? Will he talk to us? We believe that the ghost of Dick Fitzwell is also here. Oh, I think you'd notice him. He was kind of famous in the 70s. Yeah, big flounder. Hard to miss, I'm sure. Well, we wouldn't want to keep you from your haunts, so we'll leave you alone and try to find Ludwig. Thanks, then.
A coincidence for 3 members of the von Neustreet clan to be here? Not exactly. It seems that old Ludwig von Neustreet apparently cheated one Chief Nanuska of the Algonquin Nation, Brown Cloud tribe, out of the sum total of $5 in a game of poker, after which Chief Nanuska placed a curse that a von Neustreet would be made to haunt the place forever.